Ciao a tutti, Stefano here, and in this video I'm gonna talk about the slide technique. A really powerful technique that you can use to move towards your goal and dreams. Now make sure you stick until the end of this video because this is gonna be great. You're gonna learn this powerful technique that you can put to work in your life. And also I wanna quickly announce that one-on-one consulting with me is now open. And so if you are in a situation that you feel stuck and you don't know what is it, maybe it's an internal block, so you should book this call with me. It's just 45 minutes. I'm not gonna eat you for dinner, I'm joking, but it's just gonna be a friendly chat and see what we can do, what if we are a good fit to work together. Now with that, I think let's get started. And if you are not subscribed to the channel, please go and subscribe right now. There are a lot of videos you can watch right now, and also I'm posting videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday. Now with that, let's get started with that. Now, slides. A slide is a distorted picture of reality, okay? There's not too much space here. So a slide is a distorted picture of reality. The key here, the key word is always reality. That's what I wanna talk in my YouTube channel, reality, how you can improve your best reality. Now, a slide, it's something you carry in your brain that others don't have. I mean, it's something that others will never know, okay? Because it's just in your mind. It's just there, it doesn't go anywhere, it's in our subconscious, and you just know what is it. You just can visualize that picture, okay? Now many times these slides are negative, but I'm gonna explain you more in details, like how you can really switch these negative slides in positive slides. Now I'll give you an example. Let's say you feel that you are not as beautiful as you want to be, so you think you're ugly, or you don't look good. Now, guys, things are what they are. You can't change them, okay? But remember that every time you think somebody's watching you or somebody's judging you for how you look, how you dress, remember that's, people are not judging others. People have the same thoughts that you have yourself. So if you think that you look ugly, the other person that is talking to you or is walking in the street and is watching at you probably is thinking the same thing, right? So when you don't actually put too much importance on other people's opinion, right? Because nobody's judging you. Now, for example, see yourself when you are having a party or you are walking in the street. Are you judging other people how they look or how they dress? No, you just think about your own thoughts, because that's what we do all the time. We think about ourselves. We don't care about others, all right? But we think that people are watching us, walking in the street, and I see one person watching me and say, oh, why is she watching me? Do I look bad? And so we start to create these limiting beliefs. So before we start this video, this is something very important to understand, is that people are not judging you, all right? Only a partner or a close friend or the people that you have close to you can just, can evaluate or attribute importance on how you look. But remember, the 99% of people in your life or you see that you met, they don't care about how you look and how you dress, because they always have they have their complex in their mind as well, okay? So it's very important to remember that. Now, there is one thing to say also very important, is that your thoughts, your behavior will also be affected by your thoughts and slides. I'll give you an example. If you think you're ugly or you are not confident enough and you going out, it happens to me, that one, so that's why I can really talk easily about this. So it happens that I felt not good enough, right? So when a girl, I'm talking about girls, but you can, if you are a lady watching that, it's the boys, is same stuff. Now in my case, I was in the street And there was this girl that was kind of watching me, was making this eye contact with me. Okay? And she was beautiful. She was really beautiful. Now I was in the street and I was like, what I should do? I got nervous and anxious, and I had this powerful negative slide in my mind that I wasn't good enough. I wasn't, I was out of her league, right? And so what happens is I started to make, really weird gestures, with my hands, with my lips, and that's what happens. So every time you have a negative slide in your mind, you project. Now I made this drawing for you. You project this slide. This is the slide into reality, into the outer world. Remember that everything you have, if you think you are anxious, if you think you are ugly, if you think you are not fit or ready for this interview you are going to for a new job, be sure that the people will see us, and then they start to judge. Okay. Now, another success story that I wanna put in this speech is about a painter, a French painter, which is his name is Henri Detolos-Lautrec. I hope I'm saying this well, because I'm not French. I'm Italian. But anyway, this was a French painter, very famous. He became very famous, but before in his life he got an accent, right? And he couldn't walk anymore. And I think his face got deformed as well a little bit. Now, from that time, he was contemplating his ugliness, and he couldn't accept his deformity, and he couldn't overcome it. Okay, so he just fell in this very deep depression, very bad depression, and he wanted to kill himself. But then he realized that, look, there was no point of that, because that's who was him, and nothing is gonna change his face. Nothing is gonna put his legs back, right? So what he did, in order to overcome that, he accepted his deformity. He accepted that he couldn't change this problem, all right? And what happens with him is that he attracted good fortune, and also he was very successful with ladies. The thing is here, the juice of the story here is that you have the freedom to choose, all right? You can choose to see your whatever, that you are anxious, that you are ugly. You can see the bad, negative side of your life, or you can choose to see different and so attract good fortune in your life. Now, let's talk about slides. Now, slides are created when we give too much too much meaning of people's opinions. Remember that. Slides are created when we give too much importance to people's opinion. Negative slides, remember. Now, the slide is a product of the mind, an illusion. So say that if it's a product of the mind, we can create positive slides. I'm going to show you how you can do that. So, for example, the more you think, that your problem of, that you are ugly, that this problem is very, it's very big for you and is very bad, then this problem will become greater and greater. And so you will lose time and you will die by regretting all this stuff, right? So you don't want that. Now, all we have to do is insert a positive slide in your mind. How we do that? It's easy to do it, but it needs to become an habit. You need to take the habit of doing it every day, or even a few times during your day. Nothing. It's like that. There is no secret of getting rich, no secret of happiness, no secret to freedom. Okay. In order to be successful with this technique, in order to be successful, now it's not visualizing all the time. all right? But in order to be successful, you should take stock and look at your negative slide. Now, I'm sure that if you are watching this video, in your life you put always more important to this negative slide. Okay? Oh, this girl, I'm too ugly, I can't have this girl. Oh, this job is it's too hard, so I can have this job. I'm not fit for this job. Okay? No. You have to take stock and look at your negative slide and ask the question, okay, so in this slide, what I don't like of myself, what I want to improve. Answer this question. Okay? So what you can do is you can switch your attention from the negative slide to the positive slide. Now, there is a very important principle of reality creation, which is if you battle against your insecurities and fears, when you battle against that, you reinforce that feeling, okay? And it's the same thing when this example is very, you will understand from this example, is when you see a dog that is barking at you all the time in the street, if you battle against this dog, what happens is the dog will bark more against you. But if you just leave the dog barking and you just move towards where you're going, okay, you just turn your back, I'm sure the dog will stop barking in a few minutes. So the same principle you have to apply here. You can battle a negative. I'm not saying to take the negative slide from your life, because you can't do that, all right? You just need to switch this attention from the negative to the positive slide, okay? Now, what you have to do is you have to create a slide where you see yourself shining on all your glory. What I mean by that? The picture that you put in your slides must be seen from your eyes, but from your eyes you need to see yourself in that picture, okay? Don't see like you're watching a movie. You have to be in that slide, okay? So if you imagine yourself owning these beautiful cars, owning this house, from your eyes you need to see yourself in this house. Your movements, how you're dressed, how you move, how you talk, what is around you, okay? So that's a powerful visualization technique and the slide technique, okay? So now the picture that you wanna create can be connected to your qualities, that you are missing. So if you think you are not confident enough with girls, all right, then you put a slide in your mind with yourself, watching yourself by being confident with girls, all right? So you are in the street, very confident, you talk, you say something, the voice, how you sound. So if you're doing this, wherever you are outside, or because that's, if you think if you create a slide of you being very confident with girls, then all the time you are out and somebody, is watching you or you like a girl, just put this slide in your mind and you will see that you will create this movement, like, oh, I feel confident, and not these awkward moments, right? Like what I have to do, I become nervous, so you don't want that, okay? So there is also something else that you need to avoid in order to create this powerful slide, and that, the slide technique will work for you, is don't copy the slide of someone else, right? I know we all have some hero, right? But you need to have, in order to work, it needs to be your own goal. It needs to be your own thing. If you copy something else, if you copy that slide because you see this guy owning this Lamborghini and so you want to be that, no, it's not going to work. So it needs to be your own. And I met a lot of people that are really insecure and they are really confused on what they want in life, right? Start by creating this slide or just write down what you want, okay? And there is another thing to say. Don't start from just being on the top and putting this slide in your mind. Start from a step where you think is realistically achievable, okay? So if you want to be, for example, if I want to be a successful coach, right? Right now I'm putting the slide of me just working with a few clients and not just imagining myself, speaking to thousands or whatever million people already, because I know I'm not ready to get there yet. Okay, so just step by step create this slide, and you will change the slide when you achieve you achieved that thing that you put in your mind, that picture that you put in your mind. Guys, this really works. I have seen it in my own experience, and of course it doesn't work, as I said. If you think it will just happens that you put this slide and I expect that this is gonna happen. No, it will happen if you build this habit, if you do it every day, if you do it constantly as everything. Okay. Yeah, so as I said, this needs to become an habit to work. And also, don't see yourself, that's very important in order that this technique will work. See yourself from the top, right? From the eagle eyes, but see yourself in the picture, in the slide. You must be there. You can't see the picture as in the movies, right? This is very important. Also, when you visualize your goals and dreams. I hope you guys liked my draw. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if that made sense, please comment below. Let me know what you think about this technique, and if you tried, let me know how do you feel it. With that, I think I conclude this video, guys. I loved to be talking to you again, and I'll see you on next video.